All right, guys, welcome back. We are on episode 16. Yes?
Yes,
Again,
16.
Bikini Prep Diaries. So, welcome. This week we are discussing Belinda's reverse and my first peak week. This is my first peak week of the season. Finally, God.
I am so excited. So I want to start by saying thank you to our listeners for listening to this podcast for 16 weeks now. Oh my God. So that means we've been at this for 4 months, Brooke, believe it or not. I can't believe it.
Wow, gosh, that's crazy.
So this is a summary of how long contest prep takes. Yeah, it feels like we've been talking about Brooke's show forever. Literally.
Seriously. Oh my
Literally 4
God.
months, and we're finally here. So it's very, very exciting, and I'm so excited for Brooke, and we'll talk all about her in a second. So we'll do my part first, my update first. I am 1.5 weeks post show. We are filming this on Wednesday, July 30th. I competed a week and a half ago. I am in the reverse part of the process of contest prep, which means that I am reversing out of my deep caloric deficit made by a deep, strict diet and crazy amounts of cardio. So I had a pivotal week last week because the first week is always the biggest of the danger zone. The danger zone is like really 6 to 10 weeks, but that first week is really important because you can really essentially put on 10 pounds almost overnight if you're not careful. It is possible that I have done that. I'm not quite sure. I'm not going to step on the scale for probably a few more weeks. I've definitely put on 5 pounds though. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I've been open about this on my Instagram. Last week I decided that I had no reason to stay shredded. I really didn't. Like, I'm done. I was shredded. I competed at the end of April. It is now the end of July. I was competitively stage lean for like almost 3 months. So that was enough, folks. It's all good. The fun is over. I look, I still look pretty good, and probably everybody's listening to this is like, you still look great, Belinda, but we all know that we're all our own worst critics. And I always would say this to clients, that the more in shape you get and the more fit you get, sometimes your body dysmorphia gets even worse, which is of course the case for bodybuilders because we look at ourselves all the time. But I'm feeling okay. Like, I'm fine. I knew this was going to happen, Brooke. It's all good. The fat immediately went to my stomach. Like, zoop. And my waist is no longer less than 22 inches. It's probably 23 and a 0.5. I'm still fitting into my prep clothes. It just immediately popped out. And so there's a reason why it goes to the midsection first. And it is simple biology. Because when you are that lean, you have almost no visceral fat. What is visceral fat? Visceral fat is the fat around your organs. And when you're stage lean, you usually, on like an in-body scale, have 1 to 2 points of visceral fat, which is extremely, extremely low. I'll never forget, I had some type of ultrasound or CT scan in 2022 for my Crohn's disease. And I was maybe like 2 months out, and the CT machine like couldn't work because I had no fat to show the organs. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like the CT scan like barely read properly because I had like no visceral fat. So what I'm trying to say is it's normal when you're reversing from contest that the fat immediately as a female goes to like your midsection, because that is where all of our stuff is. That's our stomach and our liver and our pancreas and of course like our ovaries and our uterus. And so it just boop, all right back there. I'm sure a couple of pounds. It's all good. Again, like I didn't need to be shredded anymore. I didn't. And I know that for me in my reverse, I have to really totally reset my body. I have to start my 2026 season essentially doing no cardio and low steps and high food. So I was going to get bigger, whether it was this week or 3 months from now. Like it was going to happen. So I'm cool with it. It's fine. All is well. Not sweating it. Still look pretty good. Definitely don't look like I did 2 weeks ago, but it's okay. I was honestly getting a little tired of looking like that anyway. I was exhausted and I was done. So it's all good. I'm eating probably at maintenance. I'm eating intuitively. It is somewhere between 1,600 and 2,000 calories a day, depending on what's going on. Tonight, I'm probably not going to train because I'm in a deload week. So I'm trying to take it easy. Very challenging for me, but I'm really, really trying. And so I've been eating less today just to accommodate for the fact that I'm not exuding much energy today. So yeah, I'm reversing, not taking the slow and steady approach, which is also a good approach, but I was ready to just get back into maintenance. So it's all good. And yeah, I'm traveling to New York next week for work. Oh, we have to talk about schedule for next week because I'm not going to be here next week, but we'll figure that out later. I'm traveling to New York next week. I have a hotel with a kitchen. So I do plan on eating, pretty much according to my usual plan and accommodating for a restaurant meal every single day because I'll be in social settings with friends and work and stuff. But I will stick to the plan, breakfast and lunch, and then just kind of wing it at night. But that's like a benefit of being vegan is how much damage do I really do at like a normal non-vegan restaurant? We're talking like if I go to sushi, 2 avocado rolls. If we go to Italian, a plate of pasta with tomato sauce. I mean, it's not like I'm having a huge slice of lasagna and tiramisu at a, that people that are not vegan have to deal with when they're trying to reverse diet. So I'm not too worried about it and it's all good. We're having a little bit of trouble at home with my reverse diet because my husband does a lot better when things are strict around here, because he is an emotional eater. And when I'm not in prep, it's like all bets are off. And so he's struggling a little bit with the reverse diet. Like he misses prep. And he's excited for my prep to start again. So we're having like a little bit of a funny food situation here, but it's all good. And we're trying to not overdo it because my husband is a fit guy too, and he likes when he eats healthy, and he does better when I'm stricter. So
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's got to do what works for them, and it is a journey. Everybody listening, nobody is perfect, and this takes years and years and years of practice, of ups and downs, failures and wins in nutrition to figure out what works best for you, and grace and understanding that the body changes when the season changes, and that's all there is to it, right? So
Yep.
that's the story. So that's me. So now let's talk about you. The star of August 2025 is Brooke, our favorite bikini vegan athlete is here. She's making her debut. So it's Wednesday. You've got Wednesday night tonight, Thursday night. You leave Friday for your show. So you've got 2 more sleeps in your bed.
Yes.
I know how you're feeling, but why don't you tell the people how you're feeling?
Yeah, Yeah, I guess I guess this is normal. It's a wild ride on peak week. Like some days I'm really not even days, like moments, like hours. I'm really excited, really energized, really ready, and then another hour I'm like so nervous. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know, right now I'm feeling nervous. And I will say this, for new competitors, don't follow your show on Instagram. I followed the Knox Classic on Instagram, so I've been seeing everybody sharing their stories, and then I'm
Oh
like,
dear, why
oh
did you
gosh,
do that?
I
That
know,
rookie move, Brooke. Rookie
I
move.
know. Wow, I'm
Don't
like, oh
do
my
that.
gosh, some
Don't
of these
do that.
girls look really, really good, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Regardless, I'm excited
Yeah.
for what I'm bringing. I think I've done the best I can. I mean, I've literally given my all this show. I would say I feel really good about my shape. I feel like my shape is solid as far as the hourglass bikini shape goes. I feel like I'm pretty balanced. I feel like I have strong delts. I feel like I have strong glutes. I think the only thing that I could be lacking on is maybe my conditioning. Maybe if I get watery, that's like if something happens, who knows. But my shape is there. I feel like I have the muscularity, so we'll just see what they have to say. And that.
Listen, girlfriend, you look fabulous. You look really, really good.
Thank you.
To your point, you are who you are. You're going to bring what you're going to bring. There is nothing you could do from now till show day.
Yeah.
People listening that have never competed before, maybe or they know some things about bodybuilding, or they've heard stories. Are there certain things you could do, like loading sodium, loading water, doing this, doing that? Yes, there are some bodybuilder tricks in the book to bring a really tight, beautiful package on show day. But it's a lot of experimentation. And honestly, it makes the slightest hair of difference, really, in Brooke's category and my category. Those manipulations are really more for sort of the bigger, more muscular physiques, like women's figure, women's physique, maybe a little bit of wellness, but wellness, bikini, and fit model are all sort of the same group. That those little tricks don't really usually play too much of a role. So you are looking the best that you can. I think you look really, really good. Just try and relax.
Yeah.
And I told you this before we hit record, but go have fun. This is your
Yes.
first show of the season. It's a regional show. It's not judged by any of the top judges. So go have fun, enjoy, rip off the Band-Aid, get your nerves out and your jitters out, and go walk out there in your sparkly thong bikini and show everybody your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's really all I can do at this point. And I mean, I am looking forward to it. I am excited.
Yeah, you're going to look great.
I definitely get in my head, but I will say I do like our approach to this peak week, because my previous coach was that guy who did all the crazy stuff. It was very risky. We would start with 2 gallons of water in the beginning of the week, and then you do 1.5, and then you do like a half a gallon, and then you do 2 cups, and then you throw in a water pill, and then you'd cut. So
Brooke,
it was like
I had the same thing. We weren't really friends yet. We had only just started to chat, but I had that same situation.
Well, it's very common. It's very common, especially with the old school bodybuilders. Yep. But I'm feeling really good because my coach doesn't do any of that. And I feel like both of my shows that I did with that coach, I looked amazing. Amazing. I could have walked on stage and done really, really well until those last couple days where we started all this crazy shit, loading water, taking water pills, doing all this stuff, eating a Beyond Burger that I haven't had in 20 weeks. And then it was like my whole look was ruined. Boom. So
same thing happened to me.
It's
my
like
first season. Yeah.
You can ruin your look if you're not careful. So I do like that my coach has a very I would say just straightforward approach to peak week. You look great. I mean, every day I'm like, do I need to take out electrolytes? Do I need to do this? He's like, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you look great. He was like, don't do anything. So, I mean, the only thing that we've done is we have incorporated magnesium. I'm doing 200 milligrams of magnesium with every single meal. And that's just to keep things moving. So, I don't get backed up, can't go to the bathroom. Then I look a little bloated.
Let me interject of why we do that in peak week or at the end of contest prep for people that are not listening, because we've had a few comments of people like, wow, I learned so much when I listened to the two of you. So let me just explain quickly why we do that. When you're deep into contest prep, your food is so low, guys. We're talking, what do you think you're at this point? A 50% deficit? 60% deficit from where you started?
Probably
70%.
60. I mean, I'm at like 1,200 calories. So
yeah. So you're at well over a 50% deficit of where you started. You are not consuming much food. When you don't consume much food, your bowels don't work. Like there's not much food going in. Your body is holding on for dear life the food that is going in, and you're not consuming. Usually in bodybuilding contest prep, the fats get very, very low at the end. Unfortunately, that's just like how it goes. And you need dietary fats to move food through your GI tract. And carbs, right? And when you're not consuming a lot of that, your food doesn't really move much. I would say as vegans, though, wouldn't you agree that we have a leg up on this? I think as vegans, I know for me, I know everybody's food is different. And I also have Crohn's disease, so I probably have like the most active bowels out of like every bodybuilder on planet Earth. But I don't have any issues with that when I'm deep in like I did my first contest prep because my protocol was so wacky and bad for me. But this year I had no issues with that. But that's why you're using the magnesium, right? To keep all your food moving through you so that you can go to the bathroom and you don't get backed up.
It's just to keep things moving. Like I said, It's just, that's purely what it is. It's not like changing anything like composition wise. It's just like, so you can keep going to the bathroom. Cause like food gets really low. It's like you said, not much is coming in. So not much is going out. So, and especially too, like peak week, another thing I changed, I've been doing a lot of high volume meals just to stay satiated this whole time. So a lot of cauliflower rice, like zucchini noodles, salads, just like huge things of food that are very low calorie. But with peak week, it's all about keeping your waist teeny tiny, really tight. And it's, obviously your stomach expanding and shrinking is a temporary effect. But so I had to cut out some of my big vegetables that otherwise would have helped me keep things moving.
Mm-hmm.
So my meals are a lot smaller. So yeah, it's the magnesium is purely just to help with that. And I will discontinue that after peak week for people listening. Don't take magnesium with every single meal. And then we're also doing high dose vitamin C as a mild diuretic. So I'm doing that with my first meal and my last meal. And I mean, I feel like it's working. I've been using that. It's just Ester C. I bought it off Amazon. It's like 1,000 milligrams. So I take that with my meals, and I definitely feel like I've been less watery. So
That's
yeah,
good.
I mean, he just has a very like natural approach, nothing crazy. We added in 50 grams of carbs Monday and Tuesday. He told me to hang tight today, go back to my base macros, which was such a bummer because I've felt like absolute shit today. Like I'm barely hanging on today. So I was really hoping I would get some extra food, but I'm like, I trust him, like whatever, I'll just hold off. I can make it a few more hours. It's like almost 5 p.m. So it's almost bedtime.
Yeah. You got this, girlfriend.
I can make it. But yeah. And we've started pulling back on my cardio. So I started peak week at 105 minutes. As of today, I'm down to 50 minutes. Woohoo.
And this is daily. So this is essentially she's reducing her cardio during our peak week. And the reason we do this is because
Inflammation.
even though cardio helps with fat loss, it also inflames the body. And so peak week is essentially all the work is done. You're going to look as good as you're going to look. At this point, it's just taking out the things that are causing inflammation, because the point is on show day, you look nice, full, healthy, round muscle. You feel and look your absolute worst in the 2 weeks leading up to that day.
Yep.
But you time everything ever so carefully that final week, that hopefully, if all goes according to plan, on show day, you look like a trophy. And that's what you're doing. So you're bringing your inflammation down, reducing cardio, reducing steps, so that hopefully the legs can just like calm down.
Yeah, I do feel like
exciting. Yeah,
I do feel like my legs were a little bit watery in my check-in, so maybe that's why he pulled me back down today, because I definitely feel like they were inflamed. But I just hit legs yesterday, so I don't know. Anyways, but tomorrow I should only have 45 minutes of cardio, which will be fan-fucking-tastic. Oh my God. Like after doing 105 minutes, like doing 50 minutes today, like I was like, whoa, like I finished that fast. Like that was crazy. So that was nice. And then Friday, I won't really have to do anything at all. And my steps, I started peak week at 21,000 steps. We've slowly taken that down. He dropped me. And I also like that too. I like that he's dropped me like slowly rather than just being like, okay, 10,000 steps. Cause I do feel like that's just like a big jump. So today I only have 14,000, which I know is probably still more than most people listening, but it feels significantly less. I've done a lot of sitting and resting today, which has been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So just resting up. I'll get some more food tomorrow, and I leave for Knoxville Friday.
When is the tan Friday?
Tan is at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm all packed. I got all my goodies packed.
What is your post-show situation going to be? Are you going to do both like food that night and the next day? Or are you going to decide as you go? What's your plan?
You know, I think, I mean, I'll probably ask my coach what he thinks. I mean, I would love if I could get that night and the next day. That would be amazing. I mean, that would be awesome. But, you know, I do have the Atlanta Pro, which would be almost 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So I can't go too bananas, I feel like, because I could, you know, probably hurt my look. I don't know. Maybe. I'll just have to see what he says.
We're different categories and different bodies. But for me this year, I did free food, whatever, show night and the next day. But then the next day was also like travel day. So it like wasn't like 3 meals sitting down. Does that make sense? It would be like something like I would maybe get a popcorn in the airport, and then when I would get home to Chicago, I'd have like a free meal with Yummy. So it would be like 2 free meals and some snackies. And as you know, you usually look better after you eat those things.
Totally.
It would look pretty good like on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
and it was
better.
Fine. And it was fine. But your coach will let you know what to do. I'm really, really excited for you. You have worked so hard, and being friends with you for a few years now and knowing like all the stuff that you've had to go through in your journey, talk about a redemption. I mean, I am really, really excited. You've earned it. You've worked really hard for it. And I'm glad that you still love the sport, so that I have somebody to talk to selfishly all day, every day about this stuff.
And, I do. It's so fun.
And I'm excited for you. And I wish we were competing together. And hopefully maybe next year, obviously as your season goes on, we'll start talking about like the next stuff, right? Because even me, as my Aquarius sister, you know that I got my calendar out and I am penciling stuff in, and I am so excited for my next year already. And you're not supposed to think about your next prep this soon, but this next year feels so different for me already because I got so close this year. So like I have such a vision of next year, how I want it to go for me. And it's exciting. And like my 2026 prep, Brooke, it's going to start
I think that's a
soon.
good motivator.
Like
I
in,
think it's
like
good
in 6 months, it's like, it's time again. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I
Like
think it's
the
good.
year
I
goes
think it's
by
good.
fast.
I'm all ready. I mean, I've just started. I haven't even done my first show yet, and I'm like already thinking, okay, 2026, like let me time this correctly now so I'm not
Yeah.
like, way behind, and then I only have one national show, cuz like that's the great thing about what you did is you had all these chances on a national show, and really I've got one chance. So like not that this would ever happen, who knows, but like a scenario, let's say I get second place at North Americans and it's like, holy shit, this was my last chance at a national show this year. I got second place. I would still have to be done. There's no way I could hold out till December. So I think it's smarter just to start early in the year, do the summer run like everybody does. And I think that's just the way to do it. So even me, I mean, I'm like, if 2025, I'll see what 2025 brings me. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect because I have a totally different physique.
Anything can happen, baby. Like I am so excited. And this is probably how you felt for my season too. So I'm just like really excited for you. Anything can happen. I think you look really, really good. I think you fit the bright bikini criteria very well. And I'm really proud of the look you're bringing. Good placing is just, as we always say for 16 weeks now, is just the cherry on top of all of this.
Yeah.
What you need to be most proud of is the physique you're bringing, which represents hard work on yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, like the whole nine. Like that is what the physique represents.
Yes.
It's so much more than just lifting weights and like counting your macros. It's such, anyone that's ever competed, anyone that's ever gotten to stage before knows exactly what we're talking about. It's just a whole other level of operating yourself and your life for contest prep to get to stage. It's incredible. So be really proud. You look great. Fingers crossed for a great, smooth show weekend.
Yes.
And that everything goes in your favor this weekend. And if it doesn't, then it's just a learning experience for next time, because this is what any hobby, any sport, anything you do in life, every day is a learning experience, so you're just going to keep on trucking, and I'm excited for you. Did you decide on the bikini yet? Are you going with the red?
I'm going with the red. I really love the red. Yeah.
It looks good on you. I like the red too. What's your other one? Like that bluish purplish one?
I've got a blue, I've got a purple, I've got a green. I'm sponsored by Angel Competition, so I have tons of bikinis, but I haven't worn the red yet, and I was going to like use one of my older bikinis, but I just felt like, I don't know, this is just like a fresh start. I felt like I needed a new look, like a totally new revamped look,
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do green next year. Even though I love the red on me, I just want new pictures.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah.
Like you've said before, I want to go for that whole like vegan green goddess sultry look. So that's like going to be my theme next year. I think the red bikini got really used quite a bit this year. So I think it's time to like put that one to the side for a while. Yeah. But I think the red looks really good on you. I'm excited. I know you're so tired, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. I'm really excited for you. People will watch this after your show, so they'll already know how you did by the time this comes out, but it's okay. I'm excited for you, and let's get this show on the road. It is time.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time. Good girl. I'm excited for you. Take a deep breath before you go on there and learn from my season. Don't rush. Deep breath.
No. Yeah.
Take your time. Even if they're screaming and hollering at you and even pushing you, which they did at one of my shows. I'm not going to say which one. It's a small world. I got like actually pushed onto the stage. But just take your time, deep breath. You got
Oh
this.
yeah. Oh yeah, I will. And I think I'll have a little bit more time because it is a smaller show. It's gonna be competitive still from what I'm seeing on Instagram, but it's still a smaller show. It was very nice. I will say, I'm very impressed. The promoter called me, asked me if I had any questions, made sure I had everything booked. The makeup lady has been excellent, great communication. So far, I'm very, very impressed with how this show is run. So hopefully everything will go good. Yeah.
Yay. Fingers crossed. All right,
Yes.
my dear, I'll let you go. I know you're tired. You need to get your rest. So I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.